Have you ever looked at the intricate tapestry of your life, the unexpected turns, the profound challenges, the surprising joys, and wondered, how did I get here? Was it all just a series of random events, a cosmic lottery of circumstance? Or could there be a deeper design, a purpose woven into the very fabric of your existence, a plan chosen by your own soul before you even took your first breath? Imagine for a moment that your life is not an accident. Imagine that the family you were born into, the place you grew up, the talents you possess, and even the most significant struggles you face were all part of a carefully considered blueprint. A blueprint contained not in fragile paper, but etched into the very essence of your being, like pages in an ancient, timeless book, the book of your soul. This isn't a book found on a dusty shelf, but a living record held within the vast library of consciousness, a chronicle detailing the journey your soul elected to undertake in this lifetime. This concept, that we choose our lives, challenges the conventional view of ourselves as passive recipients of fate. It shifts the perspective from victimhood to empowerment, suggesting that even adversity holds a hidden purpose, a lesson specifically selected for our growth. It speaks to an ancient wisdom, echoed across various spiritual traditions, that suggests our existence is far grander and more intentional than we often perceive. We are not merely adrift in a chaotic universe. Rather, we are courageous souls who have embarked on a specific mission, a curriculum designed for our ultimate evolution. Before the soul descends into the density of the physical world, it resides in a state of expanded awareness, a realm beyond the limitations of linear time and space. In this state, consciousness is not confined to a single body or perspective. It experiences a profound connection to the source, to the universal intelligence from which all life emanates. There is an understanding of unity, a remembrance of its divine nature, and a clear view of the vast cosmic play. From this vantage point, the soul reviews its previous journeys, its past incarnations. It sees the patterns, the unresolved energies, the lessons learned, and those still waiting to be mastered. Like a scholar studying past texts, the soul assesses its progress, its strengths, and the areas needing further refinement. There is no judgment in this review, only compassionate understanding and a desire for wholeness. The soul perceives the intricate web of cause and effect, the karmic threads connecting lifetimes, and understands how past actions and choices have shaped its current state of being. Why would a soul, dwelling in such a state of peace and understanding, choose to plunge back into the often turbulent waters of physical existence? The answer lies in the very nature of consciousness, its inherent drive towards expansion, experience, and self-realization. The spiritual realms, while blissful, offer a different kind of learning. The physical world, with its inherent duality, its contrasts of light and shadow, joy and pain, love and fear, provides a unique and powerful crucible for growth. It is here, in the realm of form and limitation, that concepts like compassion, forgiveness, resilience, and unconditional love can be tested and truly embodied, not just understood intellectually. Think of it like an artist who has mastered theory but longs to actually paint, or a musician who understands harmony but yearns to play an instrument. The soul seeks to translate its inherent potential into lived experience, to transform abstract knowledge into embodied wisdom. Material existence, with all its complexities and challenges, is the chosen classroom, the workshop where the soul refines its qualities and deepens its understanding of itself and the universe. The desire to incarnate stems not from lack, but from a profound yearning for growth, for the fulfillment that comes from overcoming limitation and realizing its divine potential within the context of form. This ancient book, this soul plan, is not authored by some external deity imposing a fate upon us. It is co-created by the soul itself, in alignment with universal laws and often in consultation with spiritual guides or more evolved beings, perhaps members of its soul group. This planning phase is a period of profound insight and intention. The soul, with its expanded awareness, identifies the key lessons it wishes to learn or master in the upcoming lifetime. These might involve balancing past karma, developing specific virtues like patience or courage, healing old emotional wounds, or contributing a unique gift to the world. The process is intricate. The soul considers various potential life scenarios, weighing the opportunities for growth each offers. It's like choosing a specific university course load designed to achieve a particular degree. The selection of parents and family is a crucial element. We often choose souls with whom we have deep karmic ties, past life connections that offer opportunities for healing, resolution, and mutual growth. These relationships, whether harmonious or challenging, are never accidental. They are part of the soul's curriculum, providing the precise dynamics needed to confront specific patterns or learn essential lessons about love, forgiveness, and boundaries. The cultural and historical context is also chosen. Being born into a specific society during a particular era provides a unique set of collective beliefs, challenges, and opportunities that shape the soul's experience and influence its learning trajectory. Even the physical body is selected with intention. A soul might choose a body with specific talents to facilitate a particular life purpose, or it might choose a body with limitations or health challenges to learn lessons of acceptance, resilience, or dependence on inner strength rather than physical prowess. Major life themes and potential challenges are often sketched out, not as rigid certainties, but as probable pathways designed to trigger the necessary growth. This might include experiences of loss, betrayal, success, illness, or spiritual awakening. These are not punishments, but catalysts, opportunities designed to push the soul beyond its perceived limits and awaken deeper levels of understanding and compassion. The soul, in its pre-birth wisdom, understands that pressure creates diamonds, and that significant growth often arises from navigating difficult terrain. It bravely chooses these challenges, knowing they hold the keys to its evolution. Furthermore, the soul often makes pre-incarnation agreements, or soul contracts, with other souls who will play significant roles in its life. These contracts outline the interactions and experiences they will share, designed for mutual benefit and learning. A challenging boss, a supportive friend, a difficult child, a lifelong partner. These key figures often enter our lives as part of a pre-arranged cosmic dance. They agree to play certain roles, sometimes pushing our buttons, sometimes lifting us up, all in service of the soul's journey and the fulfillment of its chosen lessons. Recognizing this possibility can profoundly shift how you perceive challenging relationships, seeing them not as random misfortune, but as opportunities co-created for growth. One of the most perplexing questions is why we would consciously choose hardship. Why would a soul opt for a life of poverty, illness, or conflict? From the limited perspective of the human ego, focused on comfort and survival, this seems illogical, even cruel. But from the soul's expanded viewpoint, the goal isn't comfort, it's growth. Challenges are the resistance that builds spiritual muscle. Consider the virtue of compassion. It can be understood intellectually in a state of bliss, but it is forged in the heart through witnessing and experiencing suffering, both our own and others. Choosing a life that involves hardship can be a direct path to cultivating deep empathy and a desire to serve. Think about resilience. It isn't developed during easy times. It's built by navigating storms, by falling and getting back up again. A soul seeking to master resilience might choose circumstances that demand it. Forgiveness is another profound lesson often learned through painful experiences, like betrayal or injustice. The soul might choose relationships or situations that trigger these deep wounds, not out of masochism, but to provide the opportunity to finally heal them by choosing forgiveness over resentment. Balancing karma is also a significant factor. If a soul caused harm in a previous life, it might choose to experience the other side of that dynamic in a future life, not as punishment, but as a way to understand the impact of its actions and restore energetic balance. A former tyrant might choose a life of powerlessness to learn humility, or someone who was neglectful might choose a life requiring immense responsibility and caregiving. Limitations, whether physical, mental, or circumstantial, can also be powerful tools for growth. They can force the soul to develop inner resources, creativity, and dependence on spiritual strength rather than external validation. They can teach acceptance, patience, and the understanding that true worth is not defined by outer capabilities. The soul understands that the most profound learning often occurs at the edges of our comfort zones, in the spaces where we are stretched and challenged. It chooses these experiences not despite the difficulty, but because of the transformative potential they hold. It's an act of profound courage and commitment to its own evolution. Of course, upon entering the physical realm, a crucial mechanism comes into play: the Veil of Forgetfulness. The conscious memory of the pre-birth planning, the soul contracts, the reasons behind the chosen challenges, is largely obscured. Why does this happen? If we remembered everything, would life not be easier? This forgetting is essential for the authenticity of the learning process. If you knew exactly why every challenge was happening and what the precise outcome was meant to be, the experience would lose its potency. It would be like taking an exam with the answer key in front of you. True growth requires genuine engagement, authentic choices made from our current level of awareness, not dictated by a remembered script. The veil allows us to immerse ourselves fully in the human experience, to feel the emotions, grapple with the uncertainties, and make choices based on our developing consciousness. It fosters free will. While the soul sets out a blueprint, the veil ensures that we navigate life using our intuition, our intellect, and our heart, making real-time decisions that shape our path. It prevents us from simply going through the motions. It also encourages discovery. Part of the journey is rediscovering our purpose, reconnecting with our inner wisdom, and gradually remembering, often through intuition and synchronicity, the deeper truths of our existence. The aha moments, the flashes of insight, the sense of deep resonance with certain ideas or people. These are often glimpses through the veil, reminders from our soul. This forgetting is not absolute, nor is it a punishment. It's a necessary feature of the incarnational classroom. The knowledge isn't lost, it's simply submerged in the subconscious, waiting to be accessed through inner work, reflection, and spiritual practice. The soul leaves itself clues, like breadcrumbs on the path, guiding us back towards the awareness of our chosen journey. So, how can you start to decipher the pages of your own soul's book? How can you recognize the themes and lessons your soul chose for this lifetime? While the conscious memory is veiled, the blueprint resonates throughout your life in subtle and not so subtle ways. Pay attention to recurring patterns. Are there specific types of challenges, relationships, or situations that keep showing up in your life, perhaps with different faces but the same underlying dynamic? These patterns are often powerful indicators of key lessons your soul is working on. For example, repeated experiences of betrayal might point to a lesson in forgiveness or setting boundaries. Recurring financial struggles could relate to lessons about abundance, self-worth, or trust. Consider your innate talents and passions. What activities make you feel alive, energized, and authentically yourself? What skills come naturally to you? These are often clues to the gifts your soul intended to express and contribute in this lifetime. They are part of your purpose, tools provided in your pre-birth plan. Following these passions often aligns you more closely with your soul's chosen path. Reflect on your greatest challenges. While difficult, these experiences often hold the most profound lessons. Ask yourself, what did I learn from that hardship? What strength did I discover within myself? How did it change my perspective? Often, the wisdom gained through overcoming adversity directly corresponds to a pre-chosen area of growth. Notice strong attractions or repulsions. Are there certain people, places, cultures, or historical periods you feel inexplicably drawn to or repelled by? These strong reactions can sometimes stem from past life connections or resonate with aspects of your current soul plan. Exploring these feelings through introspection can offer valuable insights. Pay attention to synchronicities and intuition. Those meaningful coincidences, the right book falling off the shelf, encountering the perfect person at the right time, the persistent gut feelings guiding you in a certain direction. These are often nudges from your soul and your guides, helping you stay aligned with the plan or gently redirecting you when you stray. Cultivating mindfulness and listening to your inner voice are key to recognizing these subtle messages. Consider major life-altering events. Sometimes, unexpected events completely shift the trajectory of our lives, forcing us onto a new path. While disruptive, these can often be seen in retrospect as course corrections, interventions designed to bring us back into alignment with a deeper purpose outlined in our soul's book. Engaging in practices like meditation, journaling, dream analysis, or even exploring modalities like carefully considered past life regression, approached with discernment, can also help you access deeper layers of awareness and potentially uncover insights into your soul's intentions for this life. It's a process of inner listening, of piecing together the clues your soul has left for you. A crucial point to understand is the dynamic interplay between the pre-birth plan, the soul's book, and free will. Knowing that your soul chose certain experiences does not mean your life is rigidly predetermined. The plan is not an inescapable fate, but rather a flexible blueprint, a set of potentials and probabilities. Think of it like planning a journey. You choose the destination, the overall lessons and growth, select the route, the general life circumstances, and pack your bags, your innate talents and predispositions. However, once the journey begins, you have the freedom to choose which detours to take, how fast to travel, how to react to roadblocks, and even whether to change your destination partway through. Your free will operates constantly within the framework of the soul plan. At every moment, you make choices, how you respond to situations, how you treat others. Whether you act from fear or love, whether you learn from your experiences or repeat old patterns. These choices continuously shape your reality and influence how the soul plan unfolds. You can choose to engage consciously with your challenges, learn the intended lessons, and accelerate your growth. Or you can choose resistance, denial, or blame, which might prolong the learning process or cause the same lessons to reappear in different forms until they are addressed. Your reactions and choices determine whether a potential challenge outlined in the plan manifests intensely, mildly, or is perhaps even transmuted through conscious action and awareness. The soul plan provides the curriculum, but free will determines how diligently you study and how you apply the knowledge. You are the co-creator of your reality. Understanding the plan empowers you, not by revealing a fixed future, but by illuminating the purpose behind your experiences and giving context to your choices. It allows you to navigate life with greater awareness, recognizing that even difficulties are opportunities chosen for your expansion. You can consciously choose to align your actions with your soul's deeper intentions, transforming challenges into stepping stones. Living with the awareness that your soul chose this life can be profoundly transformative. It shifts the narrative from one of random suffering or cosmic indifference to one of purpose, courage, and intentional growth. Firstly, it fosters deep acceptance. When you understand that your circumstances, even the most difficult ones, were chosen or allowed by your soul for a higher purpose, it becomes easier to accept them without resistance or bitterness. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but rather an understanding that challenges are not punishments, but opportunities. Acceptance frees up enormous energy previously spent on fighting reality, allowing you to focus on learning and growth. Secondly, it cultivates responsibility. Recognizing your role in choosing your life path moves you out of victim consciousness. You understand that you are not simply subject to external forces, but an active participant in your own evolution. This empowers you to take ownership of your experiences and choices, knowing that you have the inner resources to navigate whatever arises. Thirdly, it reveals purpose. Life takes on a deeper meaning when viewed as a chosen journey for soul growth. Everyday experiences, relationships, and challenges become part of a larger, meaningful narrative. You begin to see the divine curriculum unfolding, recognizing the lessons embedded in your daily life. This sense of purpose can provide resilience during difficult times and inspiration to live more consciously. Fourthly, it enhances compassion, both for yourself and others. Understanding that everyone is navigating a soul plan filled with chosen lessons and challenges fosters empathy. You realize that the difficult people in your life are also souls on their own journey, potentially fulfilling a soul contract with you. You develop greater patience and understanding for your own struggles, recognizing them as part of your chosen path of growth. Finally, it encourages alignment. As you become more aware of the potential themes and lessons in your soul's book, you can consciously choose to live in greater alignment with them. You can focus your energy on developing the virtues your soul seeks to master, expressing the gifts it intended to share, and healing the patterns it came here to resolve. Living in alignment brings a sense of flow, fulfillment, and connection to your deeper self. The ancient book of your soul is not a static relic, but a living testament to your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to growth. It contains the story of why you are here, the challenges you bravely chose to face, the gifts you intended to share, and the ultimate potential you seek to realize. Your life, right now, in this very moment, is a chapter unfolding within that sacred text. The ink is still wet, and you hold the pen. While the overarching themes may have been sketched out before your arrival, your choices, your awareness, and your willingness to learn shape the narrative every single day. By embracing the possibility that your soul chose this life, you reclaim your power as the author of your experience. You transform challenges into teachers, relationships into opportunities for healing, and everyday moments into steps on a purposeful journey. Look within, listen to the whispers of your soul, pay attention to the patterns and synchronicities. For the pages of your own ancient book are revealing themselves to you constantly. You have the map, you have the compass within your heart, and you have the free will to navigate this chosen adventure with wisdom, courage, and love. Your soul knew what it was doing when it chose this path. Trust in that wisdom. Trust in yourself. The journey home is the journey within.